China's Belt and Road Initiative is on the rise, and it's sending shock waves through the Western world. But guess what? The United States isn't sitting idly by. They've unveiled their plan to counter China's mighty move. Today, we'll take you deep into the heart of China's Belt and Road Initiative, exploring its rapid global expansion. We will also unveil the West's growing concerns and their urgent response to China's initiative, and witness how these superpowers maneuver through the intricate web of international relations and competition. It's a story you won't want to miss, so let's dive right in. But before we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay updated on our uploads. Welcome to Tech Revolution, and let's get this video started. Let's take a step back in time to September 7, 2013, when Chinese President Xi Jinping delivered a significant speech at Nazarbayev University in Astana, Kazakhstan. His speech was titled, "Work Together to Build the Silk Road Economic Belt," and it had a profound historical resonance. In his address, President Xi evoked the rich history of the ancient Silk Road, tracing its origins back to a Chinese envoy in the 2nd century BC. The focus of this speech was primarily centered on China and Central Asia, with President Xi emphasizing the historical ties that bind these regions together. At that time, President Xi's original proposal was to create an economic belt along Silk Road in collaboration with China's Eurasian neighbors. This proposal, however, had both geographical and sectoral limitations. Geographically, it primarily encompassed the Central Asian region, and in terms of sectors, it had a relatively narrow focus. President Xi identified 4 key areas for cooperation within the Silk Road Economic Belt: policy consultation, road connectivity, trade facilitation, and monetary circulation. Fast forward to today, and the Belt and Road Initiative has evolved into something much broader and more encompassing than its initial vision. It has given rise to various subsets, each with its unique focus and objectives. These include the Digital Silk Road, the Polar Silk Road, the Health Silk Road, the Space Silk Road, and the Green Silk Road. What's truly remarkable is that the BRI has expanded far beyond its original geographical confines. Today, virtually any cooperation project that China undertakes with any country around the world can conceivably be categorized as part of the Belt and Road. As we dive into the current landscape of the Belt and Road Initiative as of September 2023, it's quite clear that this ambitious global endeavor has gained immense traction. With 154 member countries, it has managed to secure participation from a whopping 80% of the United Nations' 193 member states. It's almost easier to list who's not part of the BRI at this point. The outliers on the world map are rather conspicuous. North America remains notably absent, comprising all of North America. Similarly, a significant portion of Western Europe has chosen not to participate, along with a substantial part of South America. Delving deeper into the specifics, the United States and its fellow Quad members, Australia, Japan, and India, have opted to stay out of the initiative. Each of these countries harbors concerns about China's global ambitions, leading them to maintain their dependence from this initiative. In the Middle East, Jordan and Israel, both close US allies, stand as the solitary holdouts in the region. Additionally, 15 countries have not established diplomatic ties with China. These include Taiwan's 13 remaining diplomatic allies, as well as Bhutan and Kosovo. One intriguing omission is North Korea, despite its ostensibly close partnership with China. North Korea could greatly benefit from the additional funding that comes with BRI membership, but China might see it as a risky proposition due to North Korea's nuclear ambitions and heavily sanctioned status. Iran, another member, faces similar nuclear proliferation risks but occupies a strategic geographic position linking Central Asia and the Middle East. Now let's explore the regional perspective. The Belt and Road Initiative has witnessed contrasting levels of participation across different regions in the world. Central Asia and Southeast Asia have emerged as strong supporters of the BRI, with every country in these regions becoming members of the initiative. The substantial buy-in underscores the significance of the BRI in facilitating economic development, infrastructure connectivity, and cooperation within these regions. Conversely, North America stands out as the sole region where no state has chosen to join the Belt and Road Initiative. This region, which includes countries like the United States, Canada, and Mexico, has opted not to participate in this ambitious global initiative. The reason behind North America's non-participation may include a combination of political considerations, alternative economic priorities, and differing strategic interests. These divergent regional responses highlight the complex and varied dynamics surrounding the BRI on the global stage. While some regions fully embrace the initiative as a means of enhancing economic growth and connectivity, others have chosen to remain outside its framework, pursuing alternative paths to development and cooperation. Turning to income levels, a noticeable trend emerges. Wealthier countries, categorized as high income, are less likely to join, with less than half or 46% having signed up. In contrast, upper middle income countries exhibit a substantially higher rate of membership, standing at 79%. The rate skyrockets further for both lower middle income and low income countries, with over 90% of these nations having joined. This strong correlation between national wealth and membership can be attributed to the allure of lucrative infrastructure funding offers that the initiative extends to its member states. As the Belt and Road Initiative continues to shape global connectivity and economic relationships, these statistics shed light on the diverse landscape of participation and the complex geopolitical dynamics at play. On the other hand, the announcement of US-led infrastructure project in collaboration with India, Europe, and the Middle East has stirred excitement among its supporters. They believe that this initiative will breathe life into economic development by enhancing connectivity and integration across Asia, the Persian Gulf, and Europe. This expansive plan bears a striking resemblance to China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative and is being viewed as a potential challenge to China's strategy. The project's focal point, without explicitly referencing China, envisions a vast rail and shipping corridor that would link India to Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and eventually the European Union. This corridor aims to facilitate increased trade among these nations, spanning various sectors, including energy and digital products. The announcement took place during the month's Group of 20 summit, conspicuously missing the presence of the Chinese and Russian presidents. US President Joe Biden hailed this initiative as a significant development, emphasizing its potential to foster prosperity, stability, and integration in the Middle East. Notably, the Group of 7, comprising Western states and Japan, has launched similar initiatives in recent years, such as the Build Back Better World program in 2021, which explicitly labeled China as a strategic competitor. This latest project focuses on tangible infrastructure elements, such as electricity cables, hydrogen pipelines, and high-speed data cables, in contrast to B3W's emphasis on human infrastructure. However, some observers remain skeptical about the prospects of the US-led project, given the limited results achieved by previous proposals like Build Back Better World. They view it as more of a campaign talking point than a practical endeavor. Washington's move may also be seen as a response to China's growing influence in the Middle East, as Beijing has played a role in brokering regional deals and conflict resolutions. While the project aims to ease tensions and insecurity in the Middle East through economic means, some experts express doubts about its feasibility, emphasizing the importance of respecting each country's development models and choices. They suggest that the US response to China's diplomatic efforts appears impulsive and less coordinated. China's Belt and Road Initiative has made substantial investments in traditional infrastructure projects globally, surpassing the $1 trillion mark in cumulative investments. This stands in contrast to the US-led project's focus on newer forms of infrastructure. Despite Washington's efforts, some experts argue that China is unlikely to be outbid as the primary provider of traditional infrastructure to developing countries. As these global infrastructure initiatives unfold, they reflect the complex dynamics of geopolitical competition and cooperation on the world stage. The quest for influence and economic integration continues to shape international relationships and development strategies. And that's a wrap on this exploration of the Belt and Road Initiative and the US-led infrastructure project. We've seen how the BRI has expanded into a global phenomenon with 154 member countries and an incredible 80% of UN member states on board. The diversity of participation, or lack thereof, across regions is quite fascinating. From Central Asia and Southeast Asia's strong support to North America's conspicuous absence. We've also delved into the intriguing details of the US-led infrastructure project, which aims to energize economic development by connecting Asia, the Persian Gulf, and Europe, mirroring some aspects of the BRI. What are your thoughts on the Belt and Road Initiative and its impact on global connectivity and cooperation? And how do you see the competition between the US-led infrastructure project and China's BRI shaping the future of international relations and development? Leave your comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Tech Revolution. Thank you for watching and see you again in the next videos.